Oh, fuck. Well, okay, so we made it a little ways along the path here. There's Mooney's little lost dead. Where is it? Yeah, there's Mooney's car over there with her kitty cat. Yeah, you'll be okay, kitty kitties. Mooney be right back. We're not going very far. But behind that mountain of lava right there is Shasta and Shastina. A complex. It's like a boy-girl complex, you know. It's somebody in a white straitjacket with a pink carnation in their mouth, dancing the flamenco with clamshell castanets. It's over there, but yes, the railroad, the Union Pacific or whatever this is, cuts through this particular mountain of lava here, and we climb up here because we want to see. Like, most of it looks like this, with all these rocks covering it over. But Mooney wanted to see what's underneath of it. So this is, well, look, they drilled some holes here in the rock. There's a hole, there's a hole, there's a hole in the bottom of the sea. Yeah. And so we have this, this is what the lava looks like underneath, you know, when the rocks weather away and then they tumble down and roll over the top of it so that you can't see what this lava looks like. All of its like folds and layers and ash, like different layers of materials. Like this is like an ashy material that's hardened. Yeah. So here's what this mountain of lava looks like underneath of all the tumbly down rocks. So we're gonna move on here and find some more interesting examples of what this stuff looks like when all the rocks are tumbled away from it. Yeah, look at that. Mooney thinks it's cool. You know, while we're waiting on our blowjob, you know, Mooney says we can totally get a blowjob because the government says that they have no obligation or liability to a 3-year-old they've been raping on a public playground ever since we were 3, while everybody else gets privately rich on a piece of paper from it. Yes, that's a causality that they grow out of. Yes, we are Mickey Moon. We are your sire. Yeah, you all get to drink us. You got to drink this. It's called Shasta. And you know what their slogan is, right? It has to be. Yes, it. Like Stephen King's It. Stephen King's It. The It Clown. And the balloons on playgrounds. It has to be. So, you know, they say we're not allowed to have labor. Not allowed to have a job. So Mooney, while we're waiting on a blowjob, yes, while we're waiting on a blowjob, we're going to check this stuff out. Explore this stuff. This big mountain of lava. Yeah, does anybody not get what we mean by blowjob? Yeah, because the government, because all of you say that we're nothing, we don't matter, we're not allowed to have any kind of labor or housing, any kind of equal opportunity at anything. Okay, so essentially what that means is that all we have to do is find a cartel and we're not going to be submissive to them. No, we're not going to be subjugated by anybody, because then you would lose that magical golden ticket of being able to have a transport firm that can move your product anywhere you want it to go. Yeah, absolutely anywhere, and cannot be stopped. That's the beauty part of it. Until you are subjugated through subscription or handshake or other things, that would cause you to be subjugated to a particular firm or company or whatever. But that doesn't mean Mooney isn't loyal and honest. Yeah, no, as long as you pay us well for doing these blowjobs, as long as you pay us well for the blowjobs, running the ultra high grade coke and heroin. Yes, as long as you pay us well for that, we'll be loyal to you. And we don't mean, we're not trying to gouge you. No. Just give us a fair, just pay us fairly. We know the ins and outs of business. You've got a product. Okay. You got to get it to the marketplace. Okay. It costs money to get it to the marketplace. But if it costs more to get it to the marketplace than what you get out of it when you sell it, there's no point in sending it to the fucking marketplace, right? Are we white or are we wrong? Are we white or wrong about that? See, Manny's a little kid that gets entangled in this condom energy. It's like a crashed spaceship on a children's playground. So because of that, Mooney's mind forms differently than maybe some others. And Mooney has different ideas about things. And so we think, while everybody's playing this, or I'm black, or I'm white, or I'm Asian, or I'm this and I'm that, to try to divide and say that they're different. Well, no, it's cool to have, diversity and differences, so long as you can have, some consideration for what makes us all the same. Yeah, the things that, the diversity is nice, but, what are those things, those virtues and things that make us all the same? To try to find some kind of common ground in between a binary system of lies and abuse. So we say, just pay us a fair price for moving these drugs for you, while their government says that we're nothing and we don't exist, and we're not allowed to have defense, firearms, or any other rights. Yeah, just pay us a fair price for doing that. And as long as we can justify the expenditure of repairs to the car, the fuel, and the rubber on the tires, and wear and tear on the vehicle, all that stuff. And we say, okay, well, that's a fair price for that job. That's a fair price for doing that. We can do it. And then we'll do it.